Good afternoon, I'm Jeff. I'm a Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 2203 Southeast 60th Avenue here in Portland. We're located at the back of the home. We have a floor drain here right by the rear entrance to the basement. Sounds like we're having some issues with the line filling up here, or backing up. I've already inserted this camera once before. It looks like as it goes through the... You can see, I don't know if my camera's going to end up actually popping through this, but as you can see, once it gets through the trap, it looks like the line ahead of it is clean and clear. My camera won't make that bend here through into that pipe, but what I can see is that it doesn't look like there's a big old clog or anything once you get beyond the trap here. Okay, so what I've done here is I'm dumping water down into this with the camera inside there. And you can see as I dump the water, it is flowing past the camera. Just like that. That was like a gallon jug of water there I just poured through there, relatively steady, and it seemed to drain through. Now, I'm not sure if debris every now and then is getting caught up in here, and that's what's causing this thing to clog up. Because right now, as it sits, I even pumped the water out of this thing and filled it back up, and everything seems to run through there just fine. There is another pipe here right before you hit that standing. You can see there's a tie-in. I don't know what that is exactly coming from. If you were to have debris coming through there, I don't know if it's hooked up to a sink or what that is exactly, or some kind of rain drain. It's possible with the diameter of this pipe, it's not handling the water volume all that well if there's a heavy rainstorm. But as far as I can see here, there's, at this time, no real issue with the pipe, because once you get beyond that water trap there, it seems to water just seems to flow right beyond that point. It does look like there's a little bit of standing water. You can see kind of that water level go up and down there, and the water's coming rippling back towards the camera. So there is some standing water there once you get to the drain portion of the line, right past the trap. But when I dump this water into here, it's flowing through there relatively well. If there's a grade issue beyond this point, that's the tricky part, is getting through this trap. This camera system is it's too big to make that hard bend there. Anyway, so I don't want to shove too hard and get the camera stuck in this transition point here, but as best I can tell, this little drain here seems to be working fine, but obviously there is a little bit of standing water. You can see sometimes you'll see the water come rippling back at the camera. We're not now at this point, but there is some water floating around there. So if there's some kind of issue up ahead of the camera that's causing the line to block up, that would keep this from draining properly. But as far as I can tell, the way this drain is set up here, we just tested it, ran water through it, and seems to be flowing through that point with the amount of water I put down the pipe. I would have a licensed plumber review the video to see if he can see any obvious issues. The only things I could think of is whatever's tying into this before the trap. I mean, could be putting debris down the pipe that's clogging the line up right here in the trap. And it's possible that beyond that, where the line starts draining back towards the home, there is some standing water there beyond the camera. It doesn't look extreme. It looks like maybe about a quarter inch of standing water, but beyond that point, there could be some grade problems that's causing debris to build up in the line, and which if that clogged up, it would cause this drain a hard time clearing out.